that was a lot to process. This is really cool. The story of this is super like big. As a whole, I would safely say I've completed this game in like roughly like 10 hours, 12 hours at most. This was a compelling story about Kamala Khan, who became an Inhuman and reassembled the Avengers for the purpose in regards to the whole AIM situation. It's really... I would have to say that this is a really great game if we focused on it. If anything else, for how short the game felt, I really did wish that the developers really did focus on just the game and campaign aspects. But it looks like there's more.
Scientist Supreme. I will weed out the weak elements from it. No more surprises. No more distractions from our goals. Only carefully crafted innovation. Make no mistake, AIM is still the future. From cloning to time travel, possibilities are endless. Now, let's begin.
I have to be right back. Okay, guys, give me a quick second, then we will go from there.
Commander Hill, what's the situation?
Good to see you again, Cap. I wish it was under better circumstances, but we think AIM might have a new leader, someone with ambitious plans to expand their operations.
Is it really ambition if you have the government and public opinion on your side? We can change people's minds, Tony, even if we have to act outside the law. Well, I do love breaking the rules.
S.H.I.E.L.D. is still getting back on its feet, but we've been able to gather intel on AIM's operations. They haven't missed a beat since San Francisco. Here's where it gets weird. Our sources tell us AIM has been experimenting with cloning technology, new synthoids, and we believe they're exploring potential uses of cosmic energy.
And here I hope cloning would be the weird...
Wait, there's more?
The world still needs the...
God damn it, there was more.
Maybe now more than ever. Count on us.
Good. If our intel is right, we're gonna need all the help we can get. I've got some field ops lined up when you're ready. The harm room is back online on the lower deck, so you can train up if you need to. We got a big job ahead of us.
As the new Scientist Supreme, Monica Rappaccini now directs all daily operations within AIM. S.H.I.E.L.D. believes she is spinning up several dangerous new initiatives, but to what end we have yet to discover. Since recovering the S.H.I.E.L.D. protocols, our priority is now to help Commander Maria Hill get S.H.I.E.L.D. back on its feet. The protocols have revealed the locations of several S.H.I.E.L.D. vaults, as well as agents in the field who could use our help.
The rest of Fury's vaults are proving to be, well, tricky to locate. We think some of those caches contain coordinates to the remaining ones.
Okay, so it looks like... Damn it. So it looks like I didn't catch a lot of plot. There was plot. There was plot. Okay. Is there a way to look at is there a way to look at scenes, to watch scenes? Turns out there was a cutscene that I didn't get a chance to see. God, I missed a cutscene. Shouldn't there be like extra content to where we can watch a cutscene or something like that? Or what if I can go back and play the old mission? Can I go back and replay the last mission? Then I can see all of it. Let me see if I can see. Can I see? So, the most I have is audio, recorded audio. Thanks to one of my settings, I can actually replay the audio from the game. But you can change your heroes here. Is there a hub that you can? Let me just get into a big boy talk. Community challenge is also like it's not even complete yet. So there's a lot of problems already as it is with this game. Number one, I cannot replay the. I cannot replay the campaign. So that's a big issue because what if I wanted to like do like a replay, but on a hard difficulty? I can't do that. So that means that like it really limits me to like if you messed up like the cutscenes. If I messed up on the cutscenes, I can't go back and just try to grab it again. And that's really unfortunate. It really sucks to where it sucks. It's really bad to where I wanted to see the cutscenes again. Because I just missed a cutscene regarding like Avengers Initiative, right? I just missed it. And I can't go back to look at it because the game won't let me. Creating the Avengers game as a live service game, like Destiny, like Warhammer, like Warframe, this is tough because of that situation. So that's the really bad thing about it. So it's a big issue to where that's gonna happen also. So let's see. The gameplay was really fun overall. So when I got into weekly challenges, okay, so when I first got into the game, I really enjoyed what they were going for. The story of Kamala Khan going into A-Day because she wrote a fan fiction. She met most of the Avengers on her first day there. And then tragedy strikes. Tragedy occurs, and then for the next 5 years, Kamala had to discover her powers on her own. And like she magically had the ability to like find a location to test her powers in. Sure. Okay. If you want to do it that way, then sure. She has, within the past 5 years, she somehow snuck out of the house without Abu knowing. And she practiced her powers. Cool. But she's never had even though she had the entire time to practice her powers, the entire game, whenever she would exhibit her ability, Bergio, like get big, way big. When she activates her way big ability, there's been multiple times of her passing out because of that ability. And they chalked it up as like, oh, this is the ability you haven't really trained for yet, but you're doing it in the moment. So you're going to pass out, and we're not going to just discover this. But it makes sense, because essentially the timeline for this video game is within a week's worth of time. So within the week coming up to the AIM Expo, Kamala was found out, she found the Avengers, and then they saved the day by the end of the week. I missed dialogue after the post credits where that rocket ship where that cargo came out of that Kree Century, the Kree robot. So for some reason, Thor makes an indication of like that's a Kree robot. Why is it doing here? I guess the more we play Avengers Initiative, I guess we'll find out more about it. We'll find out more about the Kree device thing. And yeah, that's what's gonna happen. I guess we're gonna find out when we keep playing the game some more. But then like that, mentioning that, the plot is so much out of whack. There's a lot of whack that came up. There's a lot of confusion that came with the plot, with like the main plot. But it is a fun. So if you turn off your brain, it is a fun plot to play, and the gameplay is very good too. But then at the same time, when I experienced, there was a lot of bugs with this game too, especially during our stream just now. We were just streaming right now, and there was bugs that made the cutscenes very slow, and it really sucks where that does happen. So the game was really slow, so the cutscenes weren't very smooth. But then we can't replay those scenes to see how they were supposed to be, because there's no way to like look at old cutscenes. The only way to go in there and see the cutscenes is to delete your save file that you worked on, and then you'd be able to like see what you missed. That's the only way to relive the story, is by deleting your save file and replaying the game. Some people may have the ability to do that. Some people may have the mental to do that. But for some people who've put hours into the main campaign only to get blueballed by, oh, you can't do the campaign because you can't play the campaign. The fact that the campaign option is right here of the narrative focused campaign experience is not even letting you play a new campaign. So I'm trying to go in to play a new campaign, and it's not gonna let me play a campaign. It's a fun game. That's why it's like a B- kind of a thing. It's a B- scenario to where the gameplay, like the actual combat is solid. Except for Captain America. For some reason, Captain America cannot do a charge triangle heavy attack like every other character. And then I like Black Widow's setup because what she gets to do, she is a ninja. She is Obi-Wan Kenobi with her batons and transforming them into a big old staff. That's really cool. Iron Man and the flying units are really sticky, really sometimes difficult to even use. But the versatility is so good to where he can switch between 3 different ammo types, and I can't even play the story now. It's not letting me play the story. God. It's a live service game, so the outside is going to be changing almost all the time. So honestly, the best way to really enjoy the game is to play the main story, play with your friends if you're able to. But then when it does come down to it, like for the post-game content, you just play it at your own pace. You don't have to sink hours and hours into it if you don't want to. But definitely play the campaign for the campaign, because really, that's the only chance you get. You get to play through the campaign once to experience everything, and that's it. After the credits were done, after the game's credits were done, I could not see the content that the cutscene provided. The cutscene would have provided more lore that I would wish to have known, but no, I missed it because of my own fault. It just happened to be a situation where the game doesn't cover it. Does it show? Is there anything, even in settings? Defeat 15 million cryo-based enemies. You can't even like rewatch. You can't rewatch cutscenes. Let me go ahead and let me keep looking into like watch cutscenes, replay cutscenes. The game doesn't explain a lot of the plot points very well, and it just really sucks. And then all of a sudden, they don't expand. The only time they expand on the other enemies, they put the Abomination in one interaction in the story, and then that's it. They put Taskmaster in the beginning of the game, and that's all the time we'll ever see him. The only time we revisit the Abomination or the Taskmaster, the only time we see them again is if we play their side mission, but then that's it. That's all the time we see them. We don't see them in the campaign, we see them as an option. That's a poor use of an asset, because like I felt like towards the end they could have just decided to have Abomination there and like Taskmaster there as like a gauntlet of like bosses before the final boss. But no, it was a one and done situation for them. So there's a lot of issues with this game, but I'll keep playing it. Like I do enjoy the core gameplay, but I don't think this game lived up to the hype as much. So as much as we really enjoyed and then it doesn't explain MODOK, because like MODOK fell into the water, and then that's all we get to see of him. So we don't even know if he survived, if we'll ever see him again. There's no side mission to like find him again the same way Abomination gets, or the same way that Taskmaster gets. He doesn't get a cutscene like those two villains. We don't get an explanation of San Fran. Does San Fran get better? Does what about the large robot that looks like a Sentinel for the X-Men? They don't show what happened to the this. Oh, hold on.
Think AIM might have a new leader, someone with ambitious plans to expand their operations.
Is it really ambition if you have the government and public opinion on your side? We can change people's minds, Tony, even if we have to act outside the law. Well, I do love breaking the rules.
SHIELD is still getting back on its feet, but we've been able to gather intel on AIM's operations. They haven't missed a beat since San Francisco. Here's where it gets weird. Our sources tell us AIM's been experimenting with cloning technology, new synthoids, and we believe they're exploring potential uses of cosmic energy.
And here I hope cloning would be the weird part. The world still needs the Avengers. Maybe now more than ever. You can count on us.
Good. If our intel is right, we're gonna need all the help we can get. I've got some field ops lined up when you're ready. The harm room is back online on the lower deck, so you can train up if you need to. We got a big job ahead of us.
Okay, so that's what. Hold on, let me see if I can change my narrative. So that cutscene was. So that's the information that the last cutscene gave us. Of the fact that there's experimentations on cosmic energies, on cloning, and there's like the lack of cloning. There's cloning. AIM trying to like take new charge with like the new management, and cosmic. So there's three bullet points that can be explored with the post-game experience. So that's cool. So we can still play a bit more of the operations side of missions, because those are story driven. Those are very story driven situations, to where it explores the lore more, which is really nice. It's really nice that we get a chance to further play the campaign to an extent. But the issue is, I had to go to a YouTube video to see all that. I wanted the option to actually go through a menu for a cutscene viewer. Let's go ahead and see what's the next. Hi, Hanbun.
You up for a sparring session later? Gotta stay busy.
I'm good. I don't want you to kill me. So thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, my name's Tyler, and your friend, and I'll see you next time. Bye.